For most of her life, 60-year-old Halima lived quietly for others. She spent decades caring for her family, cooking meals, raising children, and supporting her husband through difficult years. Her own dreams slowly disappeared beneath responsibilities and sacrifice. After her children moved away and her husband passed on, the house became painfully silent. Days felt long and empty. Halima often sat near the window for hours, wondering if life still held anything meaningful for her. One rainy afternoon, while cleaning an old cupboard, she discovered a small box of watercolor paints her daughter had once gifted her years earlier. The colors were dusty and nearly forgotten, just like her dreams. Without thinking much, Halima picked up a brush and began painting on an old piece of paper. Her hands trembled at first, but slowly the colors began flowing across the page. Soft sunsets, blooming flowers, lonely streets, and faces filled with emotion. Painting became her escape from loneliness. Every day, she painted something new. Sometimes she stayed awake late into the night, mixing colors beneath a small lamp. Neighbors who visited her home were amazed by the beauty of her artwork. One day, a local cafe owner saw her paintings and offered to display them on the walls of his cafe. Visitors stopped to admire her work, and many were deeply moved by the emotions hidden in each painting. At 60, Halima finally understood something powerful. It was not too late to begin again. Some dreams simply wait patiently for the right time to bloom. One evening, she gathered a few mothers beneath a tree and said, "If we cannot build a big school, then we will build a small one ourselves." The next day, Yasmin began collecting mud, stones, and broken wood. Under the burning sun, she worked with her bare hands from morning until sunset. Some villagers laughed at her. Others called her dream impossible. But Yasmin refused to stop. Slowly, other mothers joined her. Children carried water, while fathers helped shape the walls. After weeks of hard work, a tiny mud classroom finally stood in the middle of the village. It had no fancy desks or painted walls, but for the children, it felt like a palace. Soon, a young volunteer teacher arrived to teach reading and writing. For the first time, children who once knew only hard labor began learning their alphabet. Standing quietly outside the little mud school, Yasmin smiled proudly. She could not read a single word herself, but she had built a future for an entire generation